Welcome to this week's FWI News Review. Coming up, badger culling gets the go-ahead in Wales, DEFRA gets confused over how much farmland's in England, and a flock of sheep take the internet by storm. The Welsh Assembly has given the go-ahead for hundreds of badgers to be trapped and shot in a bid to eradicate bovine TB. Expected to begin next year, the cull will be carried out on about 300 farms in North Pembrokeshire. 800 of the 1,000 badgers living in the cull area will be killed, costing the Assembly around £4 million. Badger groups say the cull is brutal and have vowed to take legal action to reverse the decision. The government's food and farming policies were thrown into confusion this week after DEFRA miscalculated the area of England's farmland by a massive 5 million hectares. Johan Tasker reports.
How much farmland is there in England? It's a big question with a big answer, but with an army of statisticians and civil servants at his side, one would have thought that Hugh Ranker-Davies would know exactly. There are 14 million hectares of agricultural land in England, the Farm Minister told Parliament. But wait, that's more land than there is in the entire country. In actual fact, Hugh, there are 9 million hectares of agricultural land in England. We told DEFRA, and what did they say? Well, it took them 9 long days to admit that they had made a mistake. Farm leaders and opposition politicians say that the miscalculation would be laughable were it not so serious. If the government can't get simple things like this right, they say, how can it be expected to come up with the right food and farming policies?
March the 21st marked what many see as the official start of spring. But a date isn't the whole story. There's a host of telltale signs, according to the FWI space users. Isabel Davies explains.
What tells you that spring has started? Is it the appearance of daffodils, or is it something a little more unusual? It's an issue that people have been considering on the forums. It's when you only get stuck once a day ploughing, diesel goes up in price, and the sheep head for the neighbour's barley, says he himself. My better half tells me she knows it's spring when she spends less time mopping up muddy footprints off the kitchen floor, says Grease Monkey. Hanara has one that's true, but a little depressing. It's when the rain gets warmer, he says. But the winner of our prize for the most interesting sign of spring is Flute Friend. Spring is the time when the froggy orgy starts in our pond. There's no ribbit sounds, just long low croaks, presumably of pleasure. If you can top that, join the discussion on fwi.co.uk/signs of spring.
And finally, a video with a distinctly agricultural theme is taking the internet by storm, as Tim Ralph discovers.
It's fast becoming an internet phenomenon. A YouTube video featuring sheep, yes, you heard it right, sheep, has notched up 3.5 million hits, a figure that's rising by the hour. The video, called Extreme Shepherding, was made for Samsung to promote a new TV set and show sheep being moved around a Welsh hillside. The animals have been fitted with LED lights, and a combination of switching these on and off, some skillful shepherding, and a fair bit of computer wizardry creates some incredible shapes, including a fireworks display, the Mona Lisa, and a computer game of tennis. One of the farmers involved, Bernard the General Llewellyn from Carmarthenshire, reckons he's had calls about it from all over the world. You can watch the video and make up your own mind as to how much of it's real at www.fwi.co.uk/sheep video.
Thanks, Tim. That's it from me this week. For all the latest news and reports, including a guide to passing your tractor test and warnings over the water footprint of food, go to fwi.co.uk.